the horse itself. If you have a horse brush, I don't know if you got one. You can also brush your horse, keep him clean. That also helps with the maintaining of your horse to get more out of it, I guess you could say. All right. All right, that guy's neutral. He's got a white flag up, so he's neutral. We're going to be right next to this old boy. No way. It is sending us down into Pikes. All right, we're going down here. This, go in loud. Might as well go in loud. Don't go in quiet.
Hey, coward! Piss yourself yet?
All right, you start picking stuff up off the bodies. All right, start. You loot the bodies, and I'll concentrate on these guys. All right, loot them bodies. You should be able to loot them. Come here, girl. Come here, I need my rifle. Come here. Come here. Come here, don't be scared. Come here. All right, I need to get my rifle. All right, cool. All right, I'm ready. You let me know once you... Oh, we got a timer going. So...
Yeah.
Make sure you whistle for your horse to follow. And as soon as you get a chance, hop on. You're going to be shooting. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, well, here we go. All right, I'm not going to run over your horse. All right, here we go. We're going to be going right down through the heart of the canyon. Oh, the steering on this is, wow.
Janky, innit?
Yeah, a little bit. It takes a little bit to get used to. I just don't want to damage the cart. Boy, this is winding down here, man. This is winding. All right. We can get some distance between us now. We should be, as you come down through here, it'll open up a little bit. There we go. All right, here they are. Up on the ridge. All right, we're going. All right, here we go. They're gonna follow us out. Good God, these horses are slow. Holy smokes. All right, rival players can try to attack us. So you're going to be watching for rival players, which we've got, which... All right, we're not going to worry about that guy. I'm watching for rival players. We're good so far. All right. Yeah, we got a ways to go. I mean, I'm smacking the crap out of these horses, but they're They ain't wanting to run fast. All right. We should hit another stretch of bad guys. But yeah, these missions that you do for people, we should be good. There shouldn't be anybody in front of us. Because here's the chapel. Whoops. Beep, 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 beep. Hey, dude. Here's your freaking... Oh, we ran him over. Nice. Nice. All right, we got it. Oh, man. All right. So, you should have got some gold out of that, some XP, and some money. Which you did, right?
Didn't come up with anything.
Yeah, it does. If you click down on there, you'll see it. It should show up. All right. So now, if you want to follow me, we're going to head back over to the town over here.
Let's see how much money I've got.
And we'll pick...
I got 20 odd for that.
Oh, nice. Good. All right, we're going to head over to the town, and we'll pick up this bounty.
I need to buy some food for my horse as well.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that up here. Yep. We'll go back to this town right here, back to Armadillo. And if you want to go ahead and go to the stable, go ahead. If you look on your map, you'll see where the stable is. Just head over there. Oh, wait a minute. Where is the stable here? Oh, yep. Good morning to all RDR2 fans and those who are not fans yet that they don't know that they need to be a fan yet. Good morning to you as well. Guys, I am excited about today. Yes, we have gotten our satchels. We have now the legendary satchel. We can carry so much that it makes it feel like there's so much more that we're going to be able to do, to accomplish, to achieve within the game. It just feels like now that we don't have to worry about how much stuff we pick up or what we're going to sell and offload to somebody and worry about, do we have enough room? It is so great to have that feeling. It really is. What's even greater is knowing now that, well, in my opinion, because I've never done it before, it was my first time doing it after my 7th playthrough. My 7th playthrough, I finally decided, hey, you know what? Maybe I should build up my fanny pack. And so I did. And now I'm just kind of sitting back, taking it in, really loving the whole fact of 1 of 99. Just unbelievable. Carrying around 99 pieces of venison is unbelievable that you could carry that much, that you're going to have on you. So I'm completely blown away with this. Then what really did it, 98 worms. No more 5 worms. No more 10 worms. Or 30. Now, 99. I don't know if it makes you excited. It makes me excited, but it really does make me excited. It really does. Really makes me excited. We're gonna start looking for the flowers as we get them. Obviously, that's gonna be coming later. But today, we're gonna focus on up here at Lake, what I like to call Owala, because it is an Owala lake. We're gonna be focusing on our legendary fish up here. So I went down, I talked to Mr. Gills. Mr. Gills said, "Ha, you don't know me? You want an autograph? Hey, look, buy three of these, buy three of these, and yeah, I'll catch you a good deal." Arthur said, "Nope, kick rocks." And he said, "Well, hey, are you a fisherman?" Arthur's like, "Yeah, I'm kind of a fisherman." He says, "Well, here, take this map. Here's my card. We got we got the map, open it up, and I decided to come up here because this is just so beautiful. This is just beautiful. I mean, it is almost lifelike, real when you look at it. Just, I can see myself personally standing right here and going, man, it is, that is what captures in this game. This is exactly what it captures. It takes you from the mundane of reality, of social indifferences, political indifferences, religious indifference, all of it. It all goes away once you hit play. And once you hit play and you get in here, it is like nothing that you have ever experienced before. It really is. That is what brings me back to this game time and time again. Is the love inside this game, guys. The love inside this game. Now, there's a big old boy out here somewhere. And we're gonna have to kind of get him to pop his head. So we're gonna go ahead and start. Now, I don't know how long it's gonna take to get the legendary fish. That's one thing, once again, I had never completed, was the legendary fish. Now, I probably could have went somewhere else to look, but this place here, I felt this was a good place to start for legendary fish because as beautiful it is, the way the sun just glistens off the water with what we're seeing.
Yes.
It's
Okay.
beautiful, beautiful. All right, we need one more bluegill. We just need one more bluegill. But more importantly, guys, what we're looking for is, now you can use this to look and go, hey, where is that legendary guy at, right? Now, I don't know where he is for sure. We're just gonna hunt.
Come on.
Oh crap. Oh crap. Hold on. I think that fish just died. Hold on. Hey, what's wrong, buddy? Oh no! No, 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 no. Well, I mean, it is a level 3. Ah, okay, fine. I mean, it died on its own, guys. I didn't die. It died on its own. Okay? It died on its own. It wasn't me. All right, we'll cook this. Cook this bad boy. We'll eat it. We'll get some breakfast here. Okay. Now, let's get back fishing. Now that our day is pretty much just kind of, well, yeah. I mean, it's all right. It's all good. I mean, that old boy just ran up on, ran up on the shore and said, "Well, here, take me." He's a 3-star too. You know, like, oh well, look at this. You're gonna get a lot of these guys. Now I don't know if worm is what we need to fish out this old boy or what, but
You, sir, are a fish. You're a fine-looking muskie.
get back in the water. Now I want to make sure that I'm close enough out here, guys. I don't want any fish dying. I want to make sure I'm getting to throw them back.
Let's try something new.
Yeah, I want to kind of try to stay away from them fellas, but I don't know where the big guy is. The big guy's out there somewhere. Okay, he's out there somewhere. All we're doing is
If anything's biting.
all we're doing is just fishing. If we get that legendary fish, then we get it. We're gonna get it based upon just fishing.
Oh, I got you.
Now
Got you.
I've seen it when I've used my my scout stuff, you know. Oh, this is this little guy. Come here, little guy.
Ha! You'll do.
Rock bass. You know, which is really cool about the rock bass, it talks about it's a pan-fried fish. You know, you just kind of,
Off you go then.
yeah, I don't know how much meat you're actually getting off that fish, but hey, Arthur, quit. Why are you walking the water? Why are you walking further, bud? Why are you walking further? You don't need to walk any further. Yes, see? I knew it. Hey, just stand right. Okay, that's one thing they gotta fix is the ghosting with the controller while playing on PC. Seems like that likes to ghost a lot.
Here we go.
No, I don't like that. I don't like when it ghosts like. Like you go try to talk to somebody, walk up to him, it keeps ghosting. You're like, hey, slow down, bud. Stop moving. But then you ask yourself, hey, maybe I'm like that in real life, you know? Maybe. All right. Well, we just got a survivalist, guys. What's our next for survivalist? What's it going to tell us? And 5 animals into camp. Well, guys, we should have been doing this a long time ago because we've been handing in how many animals? How many animals we've been handing in? Now, if you don't throw him back in, he'll die.
Swim away, little fella.
Now,
Okay.
we've got a muskie, got a bluegill, got a rock bass. Looks like we're going to come to the end of our day here, which, hey, is all right. We might go ahead and try to fish a little bit into the night, but probably not. Probably just go back to my little camp that I have sitting there.
Oh, you're on, my friend.
Now, this feels like another muskie. Nope, it's it don't look like it. Oh, wait a minute. I might have spoke too soon.
Wow.
Well, by the grunt, it's another muskie. Beautiful fish. Beautiful fish. They prefer striking lake lures. Well, not today they don't. They prefer They prefer good old worm, apparently. So, all right. Remember, we're not going to use our scout to look for the fish. We're just going to go ahead because you can use it, but we're not going. We're going to see if by chance we can just find it. Well, it's starting to get dark. When we went to cook that fish, that took quite a bit of our time. Whoa. Whoa, what is... Whoa, is that a bigger muskie? Holy goodness. No, that's something different. Guys, that's something different, isn't it? Isn't that a different fish? Nah, it's a muskie.
Well, look at you.
Well, crap. I thought it was a different fish at first when I saw the tail. It's just bigger, eh?
Muskie, I reckon. Nice.
No, it ain't a bigger muskie.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, you go on. You go on get.
How's about this bait, I wonder?
Well, I wonder too. All right, last cast of the night. Last cast. Well, I mean, heck, if they're still biting, I mean, I guess I could just go ahead and keep going.
Come here, you.
I mean, I guess I could. If they're gonna bite into the night, let's just put down our time here. Well, what's our time? Well, it ain't gonna tell me. Okay, that's fine. Do what we. Oh no, that's a little dinky.
Got you, partner.
Oh, look at that moonlight. Look at that moonlight. Look how. Oh, oh, that was nice. And the rain. I'm glutton for rain. That moonlight, I tell you what.
That's it, I think. Yes. I got it. What are you? Pickerel. I'm gonna let you off. Anything biting, I wonder.
All right, bites are starting to slow down.
Oh, accept. Ha, got you.
Looks like they're boiling pretty good, though.
Maybe.
They do look like they're boiling.
I got something hooked. You're in luck, my friend. This could work.
Looks like the rain's about ready to drop.
Good to meet you. Oh, now I'm fishing. Got something.
Well, you've always been fishing. Just whether or not if we're catching the legendary. That's the question. Well, that's another must. All right, here we go. Hold in.
Come here.
Hold in.
Whoa, okay.
All right. Well, we've caught quite a few fish. Haven't quite found that monster yet, now have we? So, well, there's gonna have to be something that's gonna have to change, right? Something. Maybe the time of night. We probably should get some. Come on in. Ain't much to that fish right there, man. All right. Break that down. Come here. Rest by the fire. Get us a little bit of, we are going to set our tent up here. We're going to be here. I have a feeling we're going to be here. We'll explore a little further around when we wake up. Noon in 8 hours. Oh, it's morning time. Oh, holy smokes, man. We fished through the whole night. What? Oh man, okay. Yeah. I mean that's cool. Yes. So we're gonna fish right back over here. Hey!
God damn it.
Hey! What are you doing, tinker? What are you doing biting me? Huh? What you biting me for? No muskrat. I've never been attacked by a muskrat before. Well, don't matter. I done skinned him. He done got skinned. Alright. That'll learn him. That'll learn him to do that again. Alright. Here we go. Yeah, worm on there, Arthur. Let's get this out there. Now, I have no idea where it's at. I just know that it's in here because it says you entered a legendary fish. We're just going to see. Maybe it could be a one-off. No? Maybe. Maybe not. But we will fish for every legendary fish. Every single one. Look at that. I'm bleeding. It bit me on my foot and I'm bleeding. You can see it in the water right there. Right? Look at that. Look at that. It's like a gentle kiss. Makes you wonder. Makes you think. Is it just went from brownish to bronze. Lush. And in this game, anybody can catch fish when they're boiling. You throw them out there. You can catch fish. Don't think you can't. It's when you put your line out there where it's not boiling. Look to see what's what happens. Not all the time. Fish have. You may come to a place you don't see any activity at all. Throw your line in there, let it sit for a while. Something's bound to come along. Kind of wait for Arthur to start singing. Coming. Hmm. Let him on it. Taking in the only thing is like on the cinematic, you can't do the cinematic when you're fishing. Look at those how many rainbows? One, two rainbows. Two rainbows coming off the water, right off the water's edge. You got two rainbows. In this game, there's no shortage of rainbows. I'll tell you that right now. There are rainbows all over the game. In my world, when you're fishing like this, you don't catch anything. That means you're about to get skunked. That's something my dad shared with me. Well, sometimes you go out there, son, and you get skunked, but you have fun getting. That's exactly what we're having fun. You know, you got to be a special kind of outlaw. Grab a fishing pole, have a lot of patience, and you make decisions that are impacting. Plus, in time you're with nature, it's time to reflect, think about all the things that over the course of your years. That's what Arthur's doing is standing there. Nobody's shooting at him, finding peace, relax, knowing that right here ain't nothing can hurt him. The only thing that can hurt him is himself. And he knows that. Conversations that he has with camp members, how he's admitted to killing two animals, killing too many. His conscience is growing. But he knows he has a responsibility that he's got to take care of the people that are in that camp. They're like family. Arthur really doesn't have a family, but he, one point in time when Arthur talks about a girl he knew and ended up having a kid together. Arthur being an outlaw would always be out and he'd stop by every check on him, and one time he came back, they were both been killed. He grew angry and grew angry. He felt like if something was taken from him, stolen from him, opportunity, a life, a family, then he thought an eye for an eye. Realizing that eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, maybe not the right option. Reckon what he's looking at is goes through this entire journey, some kind of He was marked. Be a legend to those who are still the ones that feel like they're trapped. Lenny, John, Hans, Charles, him and old Sadie Adler. He understands what Sadie's going through. Her husband was murdered. Her farm was burnt down by Micah Driscoll as a she's not gonna let that go. That's gonna burn inside her for all. And and Arthur knows it. He knows it through his own experience. He knows it that, you know, he's going down a certain path. He's not trying to change her. He's just trying to protect her. Now, see, that took a while for us to get that. That's fine. Because, once again, that's what fishing is. Now that we caught that one, you can see our activity kind of picking up, right? Well, question is, do we go back to the same place or do we try somewhere where there ain't so much activity? Me, I think we should try somewhere where there ain't so much activity. Like in between them. I don't know. Right or not. Who knows how long it's going to take before we catch that legendary? I have no idea. None whatsoever. I just know that that's what we're doing, and that's what we're going to get. We're going to find that fish. Well, that just popped up there. I was trying to find a place in where we didn't have a lot of smaller surface fish right below the surface moving around. I don't even know if I'm using the right bait, but all I've got is cheese, corn, worm. I could be using the wrong bait. Could be. Well, anyways, back to old Sadler. She reminds Arthur a lot of him. And it's because of Sadie that Arthur starts to examine things, look at things. What's important. Both of them have families taken from them. Both of them have a disdain for the O'Driscoll boys. And both of them are hot-headed. That's for sure. They're both hot-headed. Oh, Sadie is a hothead. Arthur's a hothead. Well, I think one thing in the story, reflecting on everything that's happened up to this point, is that Arthur's taken a liking to her. It's like a sister. Is very protective. which we know that and we see that. He I think he wants to do right by her. I'll tell you right now, Sadie, she can hold her own. She can fight. She can definitely fight. That felt kind of nice. That felt kind of nice. Well, it is. Yeah, okay. All right. Come on in. We ain't had one you yet today. Come on. Calm down now. I know you don't want to be caught. You don't like to be caught. I know. Come here.
You're not bad at all.
No, you're not. All right. Let's make sure you make it back in the water. There you go. Now swim away. There you go. Let's get a little closer. That way I don't kill any. I definitely don't want to kill any. All right. Let's go right out here in the middle. I don't see any activity out there. Let's get right out there. Hank, look at them fish. They just turned around right away. We're like, well, we're going out there to get that. Shadow there, me holding the fishing rod. Anyways, I reckon we get back to Sadie. Sadie's only approximately like, I think she's like maybe in her 20s somewhere. 25, 26, 27. Probably somewhere around in there. But back then, that wasn't considered as young. That was considered as old. You know, you get to the life of, you know, 40 and 50, you really celebrated that. It's something not as common as you think. Everything that was going on, going around. So, you know, you get, you make it to, you make it to 40, that'd be like a milestone. That'd be like the equivalence of somebody making it to 70, 75 day. You know, it was funny is you hear people today say, "Oh, I'm getting old," and they're in their 30s, right? Nothing's ever changed. Better medicine, longer lifespan, yes. Not being eaten by as many wild animals. You don't have outlaws running around. You know, I mean, we don't call them outlaws. We call them thugs that are running around. Hey, food wise, back then in this day, it was you didn't eat 3 times a day. If you didn't catch anything, you're not farming anything or anything like that, or even if you didn't have money, you didn't eat that day. So it wasn't like, oh, I had breakfast, I've had lunch, I've had dinner. No, sir. No. You know, There weren't a lot of fat people back in the old West. Definitely not a lot of fat people. People who were fat were ones that had wealth or had an abundance of access to food. Men were fit, men were strong, their backs were strong. Due to their upbringing and the way they were conditioned and the work they did, they were strong, which brought in a strong work ethic. Very strong work ethic. So, in a lot of ways, the Old West was way better than what it is today. If you ran your mouth, somebody shut it for you. If you offended, or if you did something that was considered breaking the Wild West Code, you met him in the street and you dueled it out. So I could see where Sadie's mentality comes from. I clearly can. I actually condone it. What was taken from her. But then again, everything happens for a reason, right? It ain't a coincidence. Sadie meets Arthur in the group. Arthur becomes, in a way, Sadie's savior. In a way. So as I reflect, playing 7 times through in the story, we're in our 7th right now. I reflect on it and I think of all the missions, all of the hills, mountains, valleys, even down into Boston. I feel there's such a peace in this game. I don't see it in a bad way. I see it in a good way. That you can change. You can make a difference. You can take and change things around that only you have the power to do. That's why I enjoy the story. That's why I enjoy in this game. I'm already thinking about doing it an 8th time. 8th place. A little different way, a different approach in playing the game. The outcome. I can't stop Arthur from siding with Dutch, getting a bounty, or I can't do that because the game's designed to do that. The game doesn't allow you to go through and be a goody two throughout the whole game. You have to do certain things in the game. But if it wasn't for that, making you do that, where would the game? If right off the bat, Arthur was like, no, Dutch, no, we're not going to do that. Look, you've told us this, we believed you, we're in this mess, we've had people die. Now we're running. All the money was left behind that we risked our lives for. And he's like, nah, you know what? I'm out, Dutch. And Arthur goes on his own adventure by himself. Arthur would never find redemption. Because it's through the chaos that's created by being with Dutch and seeing all of the mishaps that opens Arthur's eyes. But if Arthur was on his own, can we honestly say that he would be redeemed? I don't think so. I don't think he would. I don't think he has it in him, to be quite fair. But because the polarization of what's taken place, he's able to see the devious, the change of mental ability by Dutch. So, you know, you can't be a goody two shoes throughout the whole game. And you can't really go without Dutch. Now, that would have been awesome. If you could, and you go to that life where you try to be, that much better person, obviously, right? And you've got Mary, okay? And Arthur was able to say, Mary, we don't need money anymore. We don't need money anymore. I could go hunt. I could sell pelts. I could do this. I could do that. We're going to make it, kind of thing. Or he could go and he could be a gun for hire for somebody that needs his services to help protect him, whatever it may be. And he goes down the route where he's protecting Mary, but he's in love with Mary. See, the developers and the writers gave a chance for John Marston to have a ranch. And I think what they were doing was, because Arthur didn't have that chance, I think they wrote it in where John could live that life all because of Arthur and his sacrifice. So in a way, Arthur doesn't get that life with Mary. He doesn't get that life on a ranch or settling or anything like that. But he gets it through John by helping John. And John's angrier than Arthur. I don't know if you guys have ever picked up on that, but John Marston is angrier than Arthur. John has got some really big problems. And Arthur is the only one that finds redemption in this story. John does not find redemption in this story. Not on his own. He's forced to find redemption. He's forced by seeing what it's like to have your loved one taken from you. So, it's crazy. It's literally crazy how Arthur sacrifices everything. Give John a chance. And remember, in the game, based upon the honor that you have, you'll hear him as a voiceover with John going, hey, look, if you're going to do something, do one or the other. Just pick one and stick to it. I'm paraphrasing that, but that's what he meant. So see, John is like a brother to Arthur. Arthur's decision to go back and get the money It's not because he wasn't thinking about John, and everybody goes, "Oh, he's only thinking about himself. He's hyper focused on money." No, he was thinking about that money for him and Abigail and Jack, for them to have a chance, right? For them to have a chance and to have that money and be able to get away and start a new life. You know, Arthur gives all of his money to Tilly and Sadie, Jack. He gives all of his money. Tilly, I don't know exactly what happened with Tilly. I know that she ends up having a baby and she looks like she's married, which good for her. But the question is, where'd that money go? Where'd all that money go? And then why did John foolishly waste all that money that left to them? Why does John have to be a moron? Is it because John's still learning? You know, what is it with John? Right? What is it that makes him do such foolish things? Because John, you would think would be a little smarter, but he ain't. He ain't too swoop. He definitely ain't. Oh, but they had all that money. And then he goes and kills somebody in Roanoke Ridge. Now, once again, him and Abigail, they're on the run. Unbelievable. Then they have nothing. Nothing at all. And I just wonder, like, what would have really happened? Oh, and by the way, just so you know, the reason Arthur has a problem with John is because he ran off from his woman and his kid. And he didn't take responsibility. And remember what I said earlier, Arthur shares that at one point in time he had a kid. So that hit Arthur hard knowing that he lost his child. And John still has his child. But yet John doesn't want to be a man about it. He doesn't want to be a father. You know, he wants to be well, he wants to be John. I'm not painting John to be a bad guy at all. But in comparison, in the game wise, John will never hold a candle to Arthur. Even if he's in Red Dead Redemption and they do the continuation of it and whatnot, John will never be an Arthur. John Marston may be the one that carries on into Red Dead Redemption, but he'll never be an Arthur. There will never be anybody in the video game world who will be able to create the equivalent of another Arthur in a story. Will never be able to. Because they wrote this so well that you are Arthur when you play. You live it, feel it. And that is amazing to do. So, one's behind that had done such an amazing job that you can't replicate it. You won't be able to. The insight, creativity, the twist in the game. You'll never be able to have anybody do that. Now, I tell you, I think there are people that have tried to copy off of this in some stories, in some games I've played. I feel a little deja vu. Never be able to do it. Arthur Morgan is etched in history forever. And I will tell you right now, and there may be others who don't agree with me, but look, I reckon at some point you're going to have to see it on your own. But Arthur Morgan is the reason for Red Dead Redemption. Because without Arthur Morgan, there would be no John Marston. So, guys, it is Arthur Morgan. And only Arthur Morgan that makes Red Dead Redemption. It ain't no John. It ain't no John at all. It's Arthur and Arthur alone. Because remember, without Arthur, there ain't no John. No matter if you want to play Red Dead Redemption before this one, guess what? It was Arthur. It was Arthur that got him there. It wasn't John that got himself there. Although he talks and he tells Landon Ricketts, he says, yeah, I used to run with this gang. Which is really piss poor in a way that, you know, ends my hide, is that they should have mentioned more about Arthur in Red Dead Redemption. If you're going to do and talk about your past, there should have been where John Marston says, I've always looked up to you like a brother, Arthur. Really? You don't talk about him in Red Dead Redemption. You don't talk about how this giant of a man saved your life and gave you and Abigail and Jack a life, a chance. Nah, you're the hero. You're not a hero. You're just a survivor. Real hero is the one that we play in the first 6 chapters. Arthur Morgan. That's the real hero. But we got to respect John. We got to respect him for the fact that he does try. I mean, he may still be kind of an imbecile and, you know, maybe the wolves didn't eat enough of his brain. As Arthur put it, you know, if they ate the other half of his brain, he'd be super smart. So I think it'd be safe to say that, you know, there's no comparison in this. There really ain't no comparison. You know, I try to look at the whole picture. And uh, I think if anybody says that they emotionally did not feel anything in this game, then they're they're just dead inside. Now, I'm not trying to be mean. They're just dead inside. Because if you can't feel anything in this game, you don't feel, the letdown, maybe a little bit of, anger. If you don't feel any of that, then I don't know. I don't know what to, I don't know what to say. I mean, uh, I don't know. I don't know. Should we try the same spot or should we go over to a different spot? There's a beaver down here, and I never really paid attention to that. Well, I mean, I did kill one yesterday. I did it with the Carcano, and it pretty much it pretty much blew him away. All right, we're gonna stand right here, guys. Well, actually, we're gonna stand. We're gonna try to stand without walking in the daggum water, and we're gonna try again for this legendary fish. Like where is this legendary fish, right? I mean, shoot, 29 fish we've caught. We ain't got the legendary yet. We have 100 worms. We started out with 98. So let's see where we end up with this. That legendary's got to be around here somewhere, right? I mean, why would it be right around this area? There's a whole lake here. It could be down at the other end. We don't know. We'll just keep moving around. Moving around until we find it. We might not even get this legendary fish today. Hey, that's all right. That's all right. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. Well, that's a muskie if I ever saw one. Come here, muskie. All right, Arthur. Make sure it makes it back into the water, please. Not sure why you biting on a worm. Get back in there, though. Go on and get in. Oh, man, bless me. Now, I hate how it changes. This kind of. All right, so nothing there, right? Nothing there. Well, I mean, we caught a muskie from there, but wasn't expecting a muskie. Like I said, I don't know if worm is what we need, or I don't know if what we're supposed to have is a spinner bait. I have no idea. Don't know. We're just trying things out. 'Cause, 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 I mean, we don't get crickets till we go fishing with Javier. So, you know, I don't know. We might be going about this the wrong way, but I figured, let's get all these things. Let's do all these. This time around, I did all the satchels. I think it took us 8 streams, total of 8 streams, hour and a half each, to get my satchel, the legendary of the East, and so we got it. But sure enough, man, sure enough, we after this big old boy. But apparently, this big old boy don't want to be caught. It's legendary, right? Now I remember the first time I caught a legendary fish. I was using my little scout thing and I was looking at it, and sure enough, man, I saw it. I threw my line in, and oh, it took it. I caught it. It's the big gigantic bluegill, I think it was, down by Flatiron Lake. I believe that's where I got it. I think I don't know, but it was like somewhere around there. And oh no, muskie. You just tell how these guys fight. I notice they don't show the teeth on it though. I've been looking to try to see the teeth when he opens up. See, look at that. I don't see the teeth. Yeah, it's crazy. Must be a different kind of muskie that I'm not familiar with. All right, so we got a muskie there, guys. Let's just go. You know what? Let's just go right here. Let's go right here. Let's see. Trying to avoid muskie, but we've caught so many of them. Imagine if you could hold all them fish. You know what I'm saying? Like you could hold all them fish. That's a little tiny guy. Come here, little tiny guy. I see it's boiling around here a lot. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Maybe, you know what? Let's go right here. Let's just go right there. Then we'll go back further up by the spillway. See, like rock bass right there. There's some rock bass over there. I can see them. They're just right under the surface. That looks like a pickerel. See, now they're all going to start moving in. Here they come. Boom. See? I saw them move in. It didn't take my bait. Look at them. They're like a little school. Like a little school of devious little fish. I still have my bait though. I think I do. All right, here they come again. Now that's a pickerel. That one there. The rock bass. All right, since they're kind of swimming around the spillway area, let's Let's go down a little further. Although it looks like now they're going to move. It's like they heard me say I'm going down further. All right. Go down further. Ah. No. They, calm down, Arthur. Calm down, buddy. I know you getting excited, but I mean, you know, that's a panfish. Apparently them things bite pretty hard. You know, I've never caught a pickerel in my life. I've never caught one. I heard they're pretty good. Especially like grass pickerel. Grass pickerel are pretty decent, I guess. All right, there ain't nothing here. We're going right here. Ain't nothing here. Nothing. Ah, of course, we're going to start seeing, you know, some stragglers. Oh, there's a muskie. There's another. Two muskies. Hello, muskie. Bite. You just couldn't resist that worm, could you? You couldn't resist that worm. You're like, man, that's free food at the Golden Corral. Look at that. You just couldn't resist. I saw you. I saw you. I had you pegged. Go on, get in there. All right. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go back to my lake lure. Now, but we're going to stay out of the sight of where we saw that activity. We're not going too far out either. So my hopes are that we don't attract only muskie. That's my hope. We'll change it up. We'll go to, oh, come on now. But apparently muskie like, I'm trying to stay out away from them, not to go through that group of them. See, that's muskie right there. See them? Two of them. See the two muskie right there? Yeah, they followed it. All right, let this thing sink down. Right. Oh, right there again. Muskie. I guess I'm just gonna have to get lucky. There's that muskie, see? Look. And hit. Ha 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 ha! Ha 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 ha! Not today, muskie. Not today, my friend. Not today. Not today, muskie. Oh, I saw him coming in. I was like, yeah, nah. Come on, man. Now, I don't know if it's a rock bass in here or a smallmouth bass. I think it's a smallmouth bass that's in this one. I looked at my map. Oh, okay, Musk. You got it this time. Fine. I'll let you take it. Boy, you really wanted that, didn't you? You didn't even, like, really try to, like... I mean... It's good musky fishing, you know? It is good for that. But dadgum, guys. We didn't get skunked per se, but we did get skunked with our legendary. We definitely did get that. Huh? Hello. Hi. I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. Watch this. Oh, oh my goodness. You guys are so predictable, man. You're so predictable. Look, you just can't resist, can you? You just couldn't resist, could you, Mr. Fish? No? Good? All right, well, you just go ahead and flop on in. I like the way Arthur cradles the fish. It's like really gentle like, you know? Hello, Muskie. Soon as I start moving it. Soon as I start moving it. Right there. See him? See him right there in the water? Yeah. You can see when they move up, the muskie move up. Then there'll be like a brief like white cap on top of the water. Like a little break of the water. Here, go eat them rock bass. Now, before we get done today, guys, you know what? Did you see that? Did you see that? I saw that. I saw that. That was the legendary fish that its tail just flopped up out of the water. That was the legendary fish. Anyways, what I was going to say was if we don't catch it, we're going to look and see exactly where it was at and how far off were we? Were we far off? Okay, see the ripples? That's a muskie right there. That's a muskie right there. See it? That's how you know. You just stop reeling and I mean, pretty much there it is. So yeah. Wow. Well guys, we've caught a lot of fish today. I should be the pro fisherman now, not Mr. Gills. All right, one more cast for good measure. Let's see. Where should we go? I saw the tail fin. And it wasn't a tail fin of a muskie. That definitely wasn't. That's a muskie. It doesn't take long, man. There he is. Here he comes. See him? I love you guys. Well, guys, that'll be it. All right, before we go, let's see where our fish was today. He was nowhere near here. Oh, yeah, there he is right there. Yeah, see? There he is right there. He'd been here the whole time. We've been around him. We've been fishing around that feller. Yeah, let's just try it. So we were in the right spot, guys. We weren't in the wrong spot. So there's nothing we did wrong. Muskie. I'm trying a different reel pattern. Wow, that one took us out there ways, didn't it? All right. Well, so worm didn't work. Our lure didn't work, so cricket's the only other thing, but I don't get cricket until I go fishing with Charles. But you can clearly see him out there. Now he's out there all by himself. All by himself. Well, he was out by himself. All right. Oh, shoot. He is coming at it. He was swimming at it. I mean, if that's the thing we need to use, it's the lake lure. He was actually coming towards it. Okay, come on. Apparently, it must be a wise fish because he says, I'm going to bring in my musky friend. I mean, it's definitely over 24 inches, but can't send that to the gills. Guys, he went after it. He literally went after it. Now he's gone. All right. Well, anyways, I told you we'd look and see where he was at. And we did. We did exactly that. So, well, not a bad day fishing. Caught, over 30 fish. Did not catch the legendary, but we caught over 30 fish. Horse seems to be pretty happy. So, what we're going to do is we're going to save right here. And we'll come back into it again tomorrow. Back at the same time, 10:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. I do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I say that every day because I am very thankful. I really am. To be in a platform like I'm in over here on YouTube has really been a breath of fresh air for me. It's just, I don't know. It just feels more peaceful. It really does. The others that were on as well. So, hey, with that said, you guys have an awesome Thursday wherever you may be. You have a good night. You have a good afternoon. Have a great morning, and we'll see you next time. Later.